Thank you LEGO for sending this set for review. The LEGO Harry Potter Malfoy Manor has been a highly requested location of the franchise by fans that finally makes its way to us as a product. Does it deliver on people's expectations though? Let's find out. As far as the minifigures lineup goes, 9 characters are included, featuring a lot of the most iconic ones present at the location. Mainly the Malfoy family with Lucius, Draco and Narcissa, featured for the second time ever in a LEGO set with the last appearance dating back 13 years. Then Bellatrix Lestrange and Voldemort as far as the villains go, and on the hero side of things, Dobby, the house elf, Luna Lovegood, Hermione and Potter. He is looking all beaten up and his secondary face is quite brilliant, featuring the swollen face he got after Hermione's stinging axe to protect his identity. Would have liked to see Ollivander, Ron, Griphook and Pettigrew here as well to complete the main cast of characters featured in the manor, but I have no issues with the 9 choices in place here. Oh, and let's not forget Voldemort's Nagini, that also earned a spot. I'll quickly go over 2 smaller builds before heading to Malfoy Manor, the entrance gates that lead to Malfoy's grounds with some cool statue pieces I don't remember seeing before, and a small display featuring 2 albino peacocks. If there was enough budget to switch this for an extra minifigure, I think I would have liked that better, as this is a very obscure reference that won't mean much to a lot of people. Now onto the main build itself, the facade of the manor looks great in my opinion, but maybe a bit too colorful with the use of dark tan and the 1x1 tiles for detailing on the corners, which I do understand there's a need for to make the model more appealing on a box front, but not quite matching the overall dark and monochromatic look of the manor we got to see on the on-screen appearances. There's 2 minor details at the base, a wizard's bust with a wand over here and a snake fountain on the opposite side, with the same snake detail pieces being featured in the walls above for extra detail. There's some sort of balcony here, even though no way to access it via a door or something connected to the interior, but the amount of window elements here looks very enticing for people who use sets pieces for custom builds. Turning the model around reveals a paper-thin interior, which I guess is the bare minimum for people to be able to call this an interior, but objectively speaking, this entire thing is just a facade, which I personally don't really have a problem with, and makes it easier for kids to play with. It is a kid's product after all, but maybe the adult fans of LEGO Harry Potter would have liked this to be more than what it turned out to be in the end. To help the manor have a bigger sense of depth, the pair of stairs are connected to the main build via turntables, allowing them to be displayed at the angle you most see fit, though I feel this to be a bit of a redundant feature. As far as the rooms are concerned, there's one at the top with a chair, and down below a bedroom featuring Slytherin-themed bedding, maybe Draco's room, and on the bottom floor what looks to be the cellar where the prisoners were kept during the events of Deathly Hallows, and while the prison-like doors match this space, the fact that it's all opened on the other side doesn't do a great job of keeping people inside, I think. On the opposite side there's a kitchen, it seems, with a few utensils, stickers for detail and a lobster for dinner. Above, a toilet, because all LEGO houses need toilets, and on the last floor a pipe organ, probably referencing the one seen in the main entrance hall of the manor. The most prominent aspect of the whole thing though is the dining room, with a large table for 6 people, where Death Eater's meetings took place, but what I actually liked more about this was the hidden brick-built snake flooring that lies underneath all of that. On the back wall, 2 portraits featuring Malfoy family members, most likely, and a fireplace, all done with stickers, and above, a chandelier, meant to represent the one Dobby drops on top of Bellatrix, a scene you can replicate here due to the simple drop function triggered by removing this axle element. With kids in mind, I do believe this is a great product for them. All the different rooms will enable lots of play scenarios, and the same goes with the awesome lineup of minifigures. But my adult fan of LEGO eyes can't help but wonder how awesome this could have been as a significantly bigger model running much deeper with proper rooms and maybe even featuring an opening feature like the burrow had. Given the importance of the location, and since the likes of the burrow deserve the 18+ direct-to-consumer treatment, I do believe Malfoy Manor could easily have undergone the same route. The facade, even with its colorfulness, looks great in my opinion and is a great starting point for the bigger build it deserved to be. As far as the price goes, 1,600 pieces and an IP license is usually the perfect recipe for overpriced LEGO sets. But surprisingly enough, these will retail for $150, which is not bad at all, as you do get your money's worth of LEGO out of it, both in pieces and especially minifigures that don't come cheap these days. I have my nitpicks, as you've noticed, but I still like this one a lot. I'm just sad because this could have been a lot more impressive size-wise, and people would be here for it. So does it deliver on the expectations set for it? I personally think it doesn't, but would love to hear your takes on it down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all on the next one.